Okay, so the actually presentation, what you see on the screen are bit stretched. I mean, the circle in a P has to be perfect circle. So it's somehow technically we are not able to resolve that. So that's okay. We all need to understand that the kind of images you are going to see are little disproportionate because of the screen setting. If Manojji, they tried, but they couldn't do, so it's okay. I mean, I'm just trying to explain to the audience so they know what they see. They have to slightly imagine to be compressed image to get the right proportion. And I think we all are designers. We can all visualize that this oval is actually a circle. Just keep that in mind. So next all image will be little, try to imagine it has been stretched horizontally, but they are in proportion like, otherwise you will feel the house look little more linear, but it's not, it's little like compressed kind of thing. So just try to imagine the proportion that this versus this has to be equal. So I'm sure you will get it. I see here very perfect circle. So anyway, if somebody can still work upon, we can wait till somebody can work on that. What we say, HPA means H for happiness. We are very happy, whatever the kind of work we get, we are very happy. We are the people in studio. Our office is more like a studio rather than the corporate office. P for the positivity. We are all positive about whatever the kind of the work we get. And third one is A for accountability. So we are designers, and whatever you design, we are accountable, because whatever you deliver is going to stay for a couple of years or maybe generation, and people are going to use your design spaces, and we cannot bluff around because we are working for somebody else's money, and whatever we create has to be very sensitive, and we are accountable if we are not able to give the right results. Yeah. So my subject was about luxury, and luxury in interior, luxury into design. And when the luxury comes, obviously we think of luxury as expensive things. So yeah, I think perfect. Thank you so much. We are done. The proportions are right. Thank you, Manojji. Yeah. Okay. So I did the presentation in Mumbai 2 days before, and I continued the same presentation. Even the subjects are different, because to us, I think if I'm a, let's say, newcomer designer, and if I have to design something very luxurious, because client will come to you and will ask always for the luxury thing. And I thought, what is the luxury? We were also debating about, is the luxury means the expensive thing or not? So what is the luxury? I was thinking, which is the element, whether it's the most expensive branded sofa is a luxury for me, or it's the most expensive home theater music system is makes my client happy, or what kind of the luxury I would give which will make them a right human. And I thought, what can beat to the greenery? And greenery is, to me, greenery is the most luxurious thing if you can provide to your design, or if you cultivate in your working method, that if you bring a green to your design, I mean, it's one of the best luxury element. Even if you see one of the best interior shots of top interior designers across the globe, you will notice there's a nice bouquet or flower bouquet in the corner, or there's a plant into the indoor plants into the house, and that brings so much of things as a luxury. And I thought, let me just run through some of the projects which represents more of luxury, a green as a luxury than anything else. So, okay. And those are the very random pictures of the houses, because we want to know that there's so much of work, as yesterday somebody said, and so much of desire, and so much of affordability by people, because India is really growing and nobody really wants to compromise. And after pandemic, things has changed, and really people want to make best of best. So this is a house on the. I will also tell a couple of story. Maybe few friends knows about it, but I will repeat that because I want to explain. I don't really want to show something of our project, and I don't want to really explain about that because we all are designers. We all can judge by looking at the pictures, and I don't really have to tell about how the light falls, how the composition of open and build form happens. That we all are designers, we understand. But I want to really ignite you guys that we all have to do a fantastic work. And I'm here to ignite you guys to do something beautiful work through showing my work. So this is a project in city Surat from our Jignesh Bhai is coming from. And it's on the river bank of Tapi River. And client came from Surat to our office. So if you see the geography of Surat, Surat is very well connected to Mumbai compared to Ahmedabad because there's a lot more connectivity. The distance to Mumbai is much lesser than coming to Ahmedabad. So most of the building or design happens. If there are designers not from Surat, lots of people from Mumbai would work in Surat. That's the trend since many years. So the client came to us and they say we want to design a house, and this was the plot, and which was around 20,000 square meter plus size of the plot, and they say yes sir, this is our requirement and just do it. And it was very brief discussion about it. And then, yes, because you are all students, what happened? The first stage, the client will come, they will give you a requirement, and second question will come, how much fee will you take for my projects? That's the same thing. If you propose X amount of fees, and if they agree, then the project moves on, right? So that keeps varying from architect to architect, city to city, place to place. Who wins? It's like an art of negotiation. Sometimes you want to take the project, so you bend down. Sometimes you don't want to take project, but your client wants you to be an architect, then he bends down. That's how it happens. So when they came, most of the designers are very poor in demanding fees, very weak in getting the fees, and that's what we have been heard. So I'm also the guy who is not really able to work on that, and rather I don't enjoy getting fees or discussing with the fees with clients. So I have found my own technique. We have a simple accountant guy, his name is Ketan, and we say Ketan takes care of the fees. So when client asks, okay, what is your fees? And I say, sir, you can call me in middle of night for design, I will pick up your phone. But for the fees, sir, please don't feel offended. Our account guy has to run our office and he will decide the fee. That's how, because account guy will be more powerful than any architect I can tell you. And he's a simple graduate guy. And sometime, no, wo banda is a simple BCom graduate. And I have to tell कि you come with proper dress, कल अच्छा dress पहन के आना, be clean shave, because the client whom you are going to meet is like big entrepreneur or is a big industrialist, no? So is that raw kind of person. So I came out from the meeting room. They said, yes, sir, we understood. Get your account person who finalized the fees and get him. So I went outside और केतन को जाके बोला, I think people understand Hindi as well, or it's difficult. Yeah. So I said Ketan, this is a project from Surat city. It is a dream project of an architect. Now Ketan doesn't understand what is a dream project for architect because he's an account guy. I say, भैया नदी के किनारे अगर site मिलता है तो it's a dream project. I mean, I have designed maybe in my first year, second year, but in reality, if you get the project, in a hillside, on mountain, or on the river bank, or on the sea, beach facing. I mean, it is considered like a dream project. Any architect would work with a free. He says, sir, free में काम करेंगे? I say, उसका ये प्लॉट का इतना it is that important that any architect would love. And I say, you please finalize the fee with the client in such a way, make sure we don't lose the project. Then I very precisely remember, I say, ये सूरत से आए हैं. The people has come from Surat. That means they love our work. But अगर आपने गुफ अप कर दिया तो संजय पुरी नेक्स्ट बॉम्बे में है ही. He is going to take away your projects because Mumbai is nearby. So I say, you understand? He said, who is Sanjay Puri? I said, Google करके देख लो भैया. No? So all Surat people goes to Mumbai. These people has come to Ahmedabad. It is one plus point that they are positive for us. But अगर आपने fees में गड़बड़ कर दिया तो then we are going to lose. So he said, sir, understand, don't worry. This guy went for the discussion with the client, had a 5-10 minutes of discussion, and he came out and he said, sir, come, they want to meet. And our office is on 10th floor. So I went in the meeting room. The 3 people who came from Surat were sitting like this. And yes, they said, yes, we had a discussion with Ketan. They got up, they shook hand, and they walked away. Sir, it was nice meeting you. The way they walked away, I followed them till the lift, and I realized कि ये तो गए. And once they वो गए, तो I went back to the Ketan. I said, Ketan, what did you do? I mean, these people even didn't ask anything, and they went away. Sir, we cannot such when they ask such a low fee. How can we work upon? I said, I told you that I would ready for 1 rupee of fee for such a kind of project. And you just let them, sir, he says, sir, the kind of the fees they were asking, we cannot work, and I gave my own figures, and it was not acceptable what they were telling. And then Ketan said, if we took this project like that, we have to return some of our fees to our client back because this is not fair. So it was very right perspective from account guy. But I said, Bhaiya, this was like very important project for me. I really felt like designing, you know. And then he said, जब तक वो बड़ौदा पहुंच जाएंगे, we'll finish the project. I mean, we'll conclude the thing. I say, बड़ौदा पहुंच जाएंगे, what is it? He said, sir, by the time they will reach Baroda, because from Ahmedabad they will drive back via Baroda. So Baroda will take 1 hour, then another 1.5 hours, 2 hours to reach to Surat. So he said, by the time they will reach to Baroda, that's the 1 hour. I will wait for 1 hour. After 1 hour, I will bend down. He has his own strategy. He said, let's wait. सूरत पहुंचेंगे उसके पहले मैं ख़त्म कर लूँगा. That's my promise. I mean, this is unbelievable thinking of a BA guy because he loves money. And architects, they love money, but they don't love money. We all know. So exactly after 1 hour, Ketan came back and he said, the project is done. He finished whatever the fee we wanted, whatever negotiation was done, but he made sure, but he took the time in between. And he got it. So that was like something really enlightening for me to understand that how the account guy can actually work when you are not good. So at fee or collecting the fees. So I always say that whatever you love, work on it. Rest of the thing just pass to the people. And that's how the project came to in. In fact, this project went for the World Architecture Festival was shortlisted one of the top 10 projects in the world, and we were shortlisted. And yes, finally it went to the one New Zealand people, but getting shortlisted in first 10 itself is a good thing. So after that, I mean, the client came, we met client originally, for him we were building, and he said, we were thinking of this house creating with a sloping roof because it was a big land. We wanted to have very low profile character of the building. And we thought it will be fantastic to make exposed concrete house. And Ahmedabad and Surat has a very good contractor who makes beautiful concreting. And we thought it will become fantastic building because it was completely freehand. And the client met me and he said, sir, I am coming from very small village. I have studied only 10th standard and I have made my fortune in Surat. Surat is a place for diamond, and he came as a worker of diamond and made his fortune, and now is like big shot in Surat. I mean, he has donated 100 crores for Beti Bachao Andolan, no? I mean, to save the girl child, he's donating a lot, this man. So, I'm coming from a very small village of Saurashtra, of Gujarat, one of the regions of Gujarat. And he said, can we make houses like our village houses? Aren't they good? And that word again stuck to us, that aren't they good? And I say, yes, sir, of course our villages houses are beautiful. And then that's how we choose the country tiles as a roof, and we, instead of concrete walls, we thought we'll make a brick walls with a plaster, with a color, brown color, like something to make it more like a mud plaster kind of thing. And yes, we thought we'll spread the entire house like a village, but it will be on the grid. So entire house is based on the grid, and we thought our villages doesn't have the gardens in Gujarat. So our village in Gujarat doesn't have gardens, but we'll design this village house with lots of gardens around. And this entire process was completely barren, like they were doing farming like the adjoining there. But you can see after 6-7 years how beautiful the garden has come up. So, sorry. So anyway, so that's from where you enter in. There's a sense of arrival. There's a home office over there. That's the kitchen, dining, family, formal living, veranda. The 2 rooms, 4 rooms, ground plus 1 structure, single structure over here, and the home theater and the guest wing. And that's the one looking towards the river Tapi. Yeah, I think its proportion is still a question, is stretched, but that's okay. Yeah. So it's not the right proportion, but that's okay. Yeah. Where do I press? Yeah. Which direction I should press this? Okay. Okay. So this is this is a house we designed almost 15 years ago, and the furnitures are Italian brand furniture. I mean, this is time when there were hardly any Italian furniture makers were in India, and we had to buy the furniture from Dubai. And but you can see the space looks beautiful because of its greenery than the expensive furniture, and we really wanted to have no barrier between outside and inside. That's how you can see there's a frameless glass in between without any kind of aluminum frames, and you literally feel that you are sitting outside, though you are very comfortable inside. Okay, so this is a house which was done by one senior architect, Errol Rubin from Ahmedabad, and the client really wanted to refurbish the whole thing because his brother made a beautiful house which was done by Sanjay Punjabi, and this guy lives with the parents, and parents had lots of emotional value to the old house, and they did not want to demolish it. And we thought we will facelift the whole thing, so we just changed the facade of the house. It was with the curvature balcony and everything. We removed and we made it more contemporary look to the house. But what we did was actually adding a lot more landscaping to the front of the elevations, and that's how that house is there. And what we did, we added external veranda. And that's we call is a razor thin cut concrete roof. Because we realized that house was quite dark from inside, and we really wanted to bring the client to live outdoors beautiful garden, because we were creating a lovely garden for them. And we thought it will be a good idea to create the beautiful large veranda for them, literally pulling them out from their house. And that's the one. And they say now they literally live in this space. Even though they have a very large house, they say we live here, we invite all our guests in a limited group. They always have a get together and dinner and party all over here, and they thoroughly love this place. So what was the luxury? He could have afford any kind of expensive furniture, but they love sitting in the green and garden, because you cannot beat the greenery as a luxury. This is another the house where again the same idea to bring client out from the indoor spaces. They are beautiful, and we thought that if you create the gazebo right next to the house rather than the far off, it become more convenient. And that's how the structure has been created. And they love sitting over here with the nice water features over there. In early morning they have breakfast. You can see the grandmother puja, because it's almost like a glass house and covered with lots of greenery. And this all new plantation was done as soon as the house was ready. That's another house where it was a triangle plot, and we thought that it will be good to create the step kind of formation, so you start getting the pockets. So the master bedroom has its own pocket, the formal living has its own pockets. And yes, now you can see the greenery is gone really tall, but it was on a main road, and we wanted to have a privacy for the bedroom, so we created the wooden screen. And you can see how beautiful our craftsmen and carpenters are there to create the beautiful design and workmanship. I would say that when you create the house, most of the time, when the client comes, or most of the time, the discussion for making house goes on party. And I always say that कभी party होती नहीं है, but you end up discussing so much of discussion about party, that how the guests will come, how the caterer will come, and sometimes you feel, are you the architect or you are the party, the event manager, no? Because वो यहाँ से खाना आना चाहिए, and Gujarati are very foodie and they want so many things about that. And yeah, I don't want my guests to come in my home bathroom, so we have to create one extra bathroom in garden, then the cooking platforms and whatnot. And people really demand for the big lawn for the party. And party never happens, unfortunately. I mean, hardly it happens. So we try to educate people that if you live more with the greenery, I mean, you will enjoy. So we always tell them, acha party karenge. So see, there is a technique. When client says, I want this, it is always good to agree with them and never say no to them. And then slowly, you have the time. You have 6 months of time to put a slow poison to them to make a beautiful home for them. So they were always asking about big lawn. And one fine day, we just took a call to put the dead palms in between, because that will add the more beauty rather than the big marriage party lawn kind of feeling. And now client loves that. And if a party happens, it also looks beautiful because you can hang things from the top and everything. So we always tell the client that party, if you have every 15 days, every 2 weeks, you have one party is what? 2 parties in a month. and 12 months entire year, so you have 24 parties totally. Then he says, sir, itna nahi hota hai, do hi hota hai, they open up. And then we say, for 2 or 5 parties, why are you spoiling the entire garden and everything? So finally they agree up, and we always say, it's always good to create a mini forest next to your home, rather than creating a big chunk of lawn. And that's how you can see the lots of forested kind of filling over there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so, okay. Can you do the next? If I say the next, yeah. Okay, so it's the same house, and the beauty of house is how the light falls into the things, and you can see. Now this is a brilliant picture. It's a brilliant picture taken by the photographer called Vinay Panjwani, and he's from Ahmedabad. And I used to see that because nowadays we have, everybody wants to document their project through the photographer, and you want to put on Instagram. And sometimes we all become so obsessed about everything. So interior designer gets the photographer gets the stylist to the interior designer and shoot the thing. And then the house is not enough, they borrow, they go back to the gallery and everything, they rent a furniture, they rent a painting, they compose everything, and they crop that particular angle, and they photograph, and that on Instagram we say, wow. I mean, this is the way of today's life, and we all get. And yesterday I was thinking, when we saw the work of masters of India, Le Corbusier, Dosi, Kanvind and everything, I was thinking in the night that, oh my God, legends are not on Instagram at all. I mean, we don't know. I mean, so what we are seeing is all false created images, and we all fall in love with that. So even I was also in the same trap. We used to have somebody coming from there, and brilliant photographer from Mumbai, and he says, Hiren bhai, you have worked 4 years for this. Now this is your baby. You have to arrange properly, because everybody is going to see your pictures, your work through your pictures. Nobody is going to come and see this beautiful house. So जब वो फोटोग्राफी करने सेबेस्टियन आता था, सेबेस्टियन इज़ अ टैलेंटेड फोटोग्राफर, एंड जब सेबेस्टियन आता तो मेरी ऑफिस में से पूरी फौज निकलती थी, 7-8 बंदे। ट्रेनिस को बोलना पड़ता था कि भैया आप बहुत अच्छे फैमिली से आते हैं, बट वहीं पे जाकर तो चादर को आयनिंग करना पड़ेगा, कुशन को रखना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज सेबेस्टियन विल नॉट एग्री, he wants very picture perfect things, and you have to mop the floor and everything. And it was such a madness. I'm brilliant photographer, Sebastian, brilliant photographer. He is from Mumbai. He works with Rajiv Saini a lot, and then I would say कि Rajiv Saini जैसा ही हमारा photography करवा देना. No, this is how when you start photography with him. And then he says, देखो ये photograph में यही flower was बेडरूम में भी है, हिरन पे राजीव सैनी के ड्राइंग रूम में भी वही का वही रखा हुआ है. नो, देन वी रियलाइज, ओ माय गॉड, अच्छा ऐसा होता है, राजीव सैनी सर भी ऐसा करते हैं. नो, लाइक बिकॉज यू सी देम लाइक अ मेंटर टू यू. सो सेबेस्टियन विल कम, एंड इट वाज एब्सोल्युटली मैडनेस. 2 दिन पहले जाके हम लोग ग्लास साफ करते थे, नो, बिकॉज सेबेस्टियन से नहीं चलेगा. एंड आफ्टर दैट आई मेट दिस विनय, एंड विनय सेज, आई से विनय वहीं पे वो स्लीपर्स पड़े, इसे घर है तो घर में स्लीपर तो दिखेंगे ना, व्हाट इज रॉन्ग इन दैट. ही से आई लव कैप्चरिंग द लाइट, आई लव कैप्चरिंग द लाइट एंड शैडो, एंड ही यूज्ड टू फोटोग्राफ. ही इज द गाय हु ट्रेन हिमसेल्फ विद रघु राय, एंड ही यूज्ड टू पिक्चर द ह्यूमंस mainly, not in architecture, but he always used to photograph B.V. Doshi, because he has the relation like a son and father with B.V. Doshi sir. And he kept photographing Doshi sir. And Doshi sir would call, Vinay, kya kar raha hai? I'm going to Bangalore IIM. Why don't you join me? And then both of them will go. He will walk behind Doshi, and he will keep photographing Doshi with the building and brilliant. And they had such a lovely archive of Doshi's work by Vinay Panjwani. Nobody knew that. Khushnu, their granddaughter, found that there was such a lovely photographer, Vinay. And what happened, the Pritzker Award was won by the Doshi sir, and suddenly it was like every country wanted an exhibition of Doshi's work. Every publisher wanted a photography book of Doshi's work. It was like a wildfire. And then Vitra Museum, if you know, they always host an exhibition of Pritzker Award winners. So you will not believe, when there was a lecture on Vitra Museum, it's a Swiss-German border, and they have a small hall, and they will register an audience for that, and they have so much of overwhelming response of Doshi sir's lecture, they had to hire another auditorium, and the entire Vitra Museum has a record that they have never seen so much of crowd to see the work of an Indian architect. It's a pride for us. And Vitra Museum wanted to have an exhibition of Doshi's work. So they had to hire some photographer. And they will always hire the best of best photographer of the world. And they hired Ivan Ban. If you know Ivan Ban, if you don't know, just Google or follow up Ivan Ban on Instagram. He's a legend photographer. He always photographed Biak Angel. He always photographed Jahadis project, Rem Koolhaas project. All the top projects are always photographed by Ivan Ban. And when Ivan Ban will come for photography, what does he demand? He demands a helicopter. He needs a helicopter to shoot any of architecture project. He will never use drone. He will always fly and takes the picture. That's how the Ivan Ban is like a hero architect. So Ivan Ban was there, so he came. Indian government did not give him a permission to photograph. So eventually he took the photography without the aerial shots. So what happened? The beautiful pictures taken by Ivan Ban went to the Vitra Museum. But Doshi sir's की office में से बोला कि we also have other good pictures. Why don't you see that? So they sent bunch of the pictures by Vinay Panjwani. And Vinay Panjwani is the Vitra people who are graphic designers. They fall in love with Vinay Panjwani's work so much. And we remember that at entry, so they wanted to have lot more picture by the Vinay Panjwani than the Ivan Ban. And the Vitra people realized कि भैया ये तो अमिताभ बच्चन बाजू में आ गया और शाहरुख खान आ गया, no, that kind of feeling. And they said, no, we have to have a lot more Ivan Ban pictures also. And then finally they balanced both photographer work, and equally, the pictures has been distributed so well in the exhibition. But in entry, there's a one picture by B.V. Doshi's Sangat office. It was like 20 feet by 15 feet of big, beautiful picture taken by Ivan Ban was there. In front of that, there was a model of B.V. Doshi sir's office. And Ivan Ban stepped in, he said, I don't want this model in front of my picture. That was the kind of a pride of his own photography. He said, nothing doing. If you are not taking away this model, I am exiting from this exhibition. I will take away all my pictures. That was he was. He said, yes, I respect the architect. Yes, I respect the model. But in front of this picture is my picture of a B.V. Doshi sir's. I don't want anything in front of that. So that's how the Ivan Ban is. But anyway, so we have our Indian Ivan Ban. He's a Panjwani. Yeah, he brilliantly photographed the things. Can you go next? Next slide, please. Yeah. Okay. So again, it's another house we call of multiple courtyards. And again, you can see the kind of light coming in. And we have different kind of courtyards. So this is Bohemia, Kachnar. That's the bottle brush courtyard. So it's a beautiful house with the covered passages. And we somehow have lovely courtyards for the house. Next one, please. Next slide. That's a house for lawyers. And when they came, we thought that they have always fighting, in the court, and how best we can make them very comfortable and happy. And we thought we will create lots of glass around their living spaces and try to create more like forested feeling. In fact, now everything is gone very tall. This is the pictures taken at the time of building was just finished, but now it's much more like a forest and green within the city. Yeah, next one, please. And that's the lawyer's, the first floor bedroom with the terrace garden. So they are almost living into the green. Next one, please. Yeah, that's the office and the client's requirement was very simple. They say we want 2 cabins for the directors, one for the staff, and 1 meeting room. So it's a cluster of 4 areas. One is here, second is here, third and fourth is on the back. So there are 4 glass cubes, and they are covered with a free flowing roof on the top and the concrete flooring and garden all around. So we thought it will be good to create more veranda into the space than the covered area. It's very similar approach like a private house. And a client one day called us that we have a problem at our office. And I said, what is the problem? Is the glass getting heated up or something like that? They say, no, we have another problem. They say people come to our office for 15 minutes and they end up staying for 1.5 hours because they love the greenery and they love so much. And they say we end up having our all meeting into the veranda spaces rather than getting inside. So that's like a compliment. Next one, please. So that's the same office. So they said they use more outside sitting rather than getting inside. Yeah, this is like it's a very simple house, and the clients were very nice, very well-read, well-traveled people. And then we thought, okay, when we are student, like a school, when first time somebody asks you to draw a dream home, generally you make a garden house with a sloping roof. And that's what we thought. Let's make a very simple house, because he really wanted to have very, very simple house. Even though he could afford any kind of thing, he was very sure he wanted everything make in India, everything wooden windows and normal kind of structure. It's very economical way, but beautiful spaces. And that's how the house was done. And it's a brilliant house. That's the house which has a courtyard. So you can see the Kachnar or the Bohemia, Blackemia over there. So we have different multiple courtyards. And for the first time we worked with the Miyawaki forest, and you could see the periphery is done with the Miyawaki forest, and the place has become completely green this is even not 3 years now. Yeah. This is another house in Anand. We say house of 3 courtyards because there were 2 lovely mango trees were there. And this is central courtyard, and it's a single-story house with a 7-bedroom. Next one, please. Yeah. This is a house again in Ahmedabad, and the client really wanted to have the house which is a modern house because he saw modern houses, and we created because the adjoining houses were designed by the architect called Dilip Soni. He's a senior architect than us. And all houses surrounding were designed by him with a sloping roof. And we thought we will also create the modern house with a sloping roof. That's how the building language came. And there are certain story I would like to share about this project particularly. See what happened. Everybody has their own carpenter, right? I have my carpenter, his name is Suresh. I have my Suresh. I am sure every designer has his own carpenter whom he understands you so well because we have been working with so many years with them. What happened that by the grace of God, we all have flourished. It is our duty to make our agencies also get flourished, also get educated. We being having drive to learn more, we keep traveling. We keep traveling to Japan to see the Tarawando's work. We go to the furniture fair in Europe to see the furniture and everything. But we never educate our own agencies. What happened that we were doing one beautiful house, and entire house was, we had a furniture from B&B Italia. And B&B Italia is one of the top furniture brand. And so we say, we will buy furniture from you, but you have to make sure that you train our carpenter. I will fly down my carpenter to Italy in your factory for 2 weeks to train him so he can assemble the furniture back in Ahmedabad. We don't want any Italian carpenter to fly over. So, yeah. So they agreed upon. Can you go back to the slide? Yeah, so they agreed upon. Back slide. Yeah. So they agree upon for this, and Suresh went, and Suresh ने वो देखा कि how the Italian work, how their carpenter works, and he got confidence because he realized that they are the same like him, but more educated, more well trained compared to Suresh, but Suresh has same quality. So now Suresh is back. उसने उसका खुद का फैक्ट्री डाल दिया सबसे पहले तो, and he say कि sir वो B&B इटाली में जो मशीन उनके वहाँ 25 मशीन है ना, वही मशीन जर्मन मशीन मैंने मेरी फैक्ट्री में डाल दिया है. So now he is drive. Now suddenly he says, सर ये किचन बन जाएगा. I say, we wanted to give to Polyform. Polyform is a very good company from Italy. We wanted to give. He says, सर मैंने क्लाइंट को कन्विंस कर दिया, ये बन जाएगा. हम फ्रंट शटर्स एयर लिफ्ट कर लेंगे. ऐसे एयर लिफ्ट करेंगे यानी वो इसे सर पॉलीफॉर्म भी एयर लिफ्ट करता है. ऐसे कहाँ से एयर लिफ्ट करता है? इसे सर पॉलीफॉर्म बनाता है, मैंने उनकी फैक्ट्री में देखा है, वही हमारा मशीन है, वही मशीन से वो लोग बनाते हैं अंदर के कारकेस. बाहर का शटर्स इवन दे डोंट मेक बिकॉज दे आर नॉट गुड. दे गेट फ्रॉम ऑस्ट्रिया. मेरे पास उनका एड्रेस मिल गया. आई विल एयर लिफ्ट द फ्रंट शटर्स फ्रॉम ऑस्ट्रिया विच पॉलीफॉर्म डज द सेम थिंग. So now kind of a confidence level of Suresh is to the next level. I mean, he says, he comes, suddenly he comes and he says, Abhi Rima Desio is a very top brand of wardrobe system. He said, Abhi Rima Desio जैसा wardrobe हो जाएगा. ऐसे कैसे हो जाएगा? इसे उसकी जो जर्मन कंपनी जो सप्लाई करती है hinges, उन्होंने मुझे दे दिया है. I can also buy the same hinges. पूरा इंडिया का लीडरशिप ले लूँ सर? ऐसे नहीं मत लेना, आप आपका काम ही करो. So now Suresh has become next level. So it is good to educate our people. So here what happened that we wanted a veneer ceiling, and same feeling we wanted outside. Now outside you generally you never use veneer because veneer will not stay for exterior. No Indian company makes exterior base veneer. Suresh says, सर वही करना है ना आपको? ऐसे वही करना है. वो पट्टे नहीं लगाने हैं, मैं तो नहीं लगाने, बात खत्म. He flew down to Burma, went to deep part of the forest, found some Indian guy, got the finest Burma teak, got it cut, much thicker the slabs, got it over here in India. He went to the one company called Torakhia. They are very good plywood maker and veneer maker. उसके वहाँ वो वुड की पत्तियाँ को फिक्स करवाया. The Torakhia people got mad. He said, Suresh, ये पूरा लोट हमको दे दो. We have never seen our entire life such kind of veneer quality. He said, sir, no, this is for our project for somewhere, and this is my own things. And now he guaranteed कि 30 years कुछ नहीं होगा. So I said, Suresh यार तू बर्मा जाके आ गया ये लेके आ. He said, तुझे I say you don't know even English. You know what answer he gave? Sir, Italian को भी English कहाँ आता है? Now he got that confidence. No, so that is what our duty to actually train our people. So I says after Suresh, Ajay is my painter, Dinesh is my POP guy, and Laxman is my flooring guy. I want to send them to Shershai for the flooring guy to understand those. See, if you ignite them, I think they can do wonders. And we really need to even upgrade our people to make your end results better. So that's the story of Suresh. Next, that's another story. Yeah, the same area will come. See, we all love the product. And we have to have also pride of our Indian designers. So every Indian family would ask for the swing. And there's some product designer based from Surat, now lives in Ahmedabad. His name is Viram. And he makes fantastic swings. So he made fantastic swing, and purposefully, I really wanted to have the pride of our Indian designers versus the Italian. See, if you go to any Italian brand, they see this is designed by Patricia, this is designed by Antonio Citario, and they are so proud of things. And we never say anything about our own the product designer. So for this project, we have the furniture, which is, you can see the two chairs and the sofa is designed by Antonio Citario. And Antonio Citario is a legend in furniture making. He is a B&B Italia company's main designer, and entire Apple headquarters in California is furnished by Antonio Citario's furniture, designed by B&B furniture, designed by Antonio Citario. So this sofa are more expensive than my formal living room sofa. So they are that expensive. There was a kind of hidden agenda for me to buy this expensive furniture. I convinced my client, because everybody will ask that, why do you want such expensive furniture outside, which is more expensive than my living room? Then I say, ab zyada bahar baithenge, you need good comfort and everything, kind of. We convinced, clients were completely trusting us. But my hidden agenda was that I wanted a Viram, an Indian designer, to sit in front of Antonio Citario. That was my hidden agenda. I really wanted that we have to have the pride of our own designers. And I tell Viram that, Bhaiya, hawa pe chad mat jana. Antonio Citario is a legend. I mean, he has worked so many years, and that's how he's a legend. I respect your product as good like Antonio Citario, but make sure that you keep working and keep inspiring yourself to make better and better projects. But for us, it's a duty to create kind of things. And you can see that beautiful, can you go back? Can you go back quickly? Yeah. You can see, so now that the veneer from Burma came where Suresh fly off, so it's very beautiful kind of thing. Next one. That's a beautiful puja room. Every Indian house would require a puja room. The entire house is designed with a grid of 7 feet by 7 feet. So this is 2 grids, so you can see 7 feet, 9 each, 7 feet. So it's 14 and 9, and in between is a 7 by 7. So you get 3 and 3 feet of two-side margin for greenery. And the grandfather really loves that, the way the morning light comes. Next one, please. That's again a house of a 3 courtyard. There's somebody called Mox. If you go Smita and Mox on Instagram, they make fabulous artwork. They are the NID graduate, and they make beautiful artwork. You must see that they are really good to use in the interiors. Yeah. And then the styling came. So we realized that styling is important part. But as interior designers, we get exhausted by the time the project gets over. So now what we do, that we have our own interior styling. My daughter is a now fresh newcomer in the office, and she takes care of styling the house. It doesn't help us, because by the time 2 years of interior, we all get exhausted, and we really don't have energy to buy the painting, the lamps, the consoles, the coffee table kind of thing. And so the new team works on that same projects to get the fresh feeling to the interiors. Next one, please. Next. Yeah. So that's the same house with the courtyard. You can see the beautiful courtyard. And they love it because they say it's very cozy, and the evening in the Anand, which is nearby city, is very comfortable. Yeah. Next one. So my subject is luxury into the interiors or design. And what I'm saying is, this is a luxury. No greenery can beat of your any expensive furniture. Yes, they are important, but this is much more important. And see, sometimes I remember when we were doing this thing, it was monsoon time, and we were passing by, and there was one truck from Rajahmundry was standing, and we realized, and that driver was saying, "Sir, do you want to buy the entire truckload of plantation?" Because we had come here but the client has denied to take these things and there's some misunderstanding and हम राजमुंद्री से आए हैं अभी किसी को चाहिए तो हम throw away price में दे देंगे and we bought right away that thing because the one dead palm will cost 15,000 rupees in Ahmedabad where he was giving 3,000-4,000 rupees and we bought it and we straight away brought entire truck to this place where already greenery was there and we added the dead palms and now it looks so fabulous. So it was good that somebody, see, kabhi, no, like it happens in destiny. We never had a budget for so many dead palms for even this house and suddenly we got somebody and we could plant them and it's so beautiful now. Next one, please. Yeah, that's a little artwork of in our, the Airavat elephant is very auspicious. So this represents the white elephant coming from the cloud, from the sky. So there are clouds and no, it has a 7 trunk or 3 heads kind of philosophy, mythology for the house. Yeah, next one. Next one. This is a house become very, this is a house called Courtyard House. It's almost now 15-16 years old project. And it got, I remember the first time this house was very beautifully. See, everybody will design and somewhere you feel, ये मेरा project है, ऐसा है, कि I can photograph. So this was done and we thought this will be a house we must photograph. And we thought we really require a good photographer and we had no idea. And we used to flip inside outside magazine that time and always used to admire Rajiv Saini's interior because fantastic work and always used to read some photographer's name was Sebastian and I thought Sebastian koi American guy hoga. I never know he was a Mallu and finally we had a courage to call Sebastian to find. I thought some foreigners living in Mumbai must be damn expensive and we called Sebastian and I said, Sebastian, will you photograph our house? It's a nice house if you can come and we will be privileged if you photograph. We love your photography. And he said yes. And then I said, sir, मेरे पास इतना budget नहीं है कि I can put you on the hotel. Will you, if you don't mind, you can stay at my home. My home is very beautiful. You will love it. He said, yes, Hiren, I will love to that. He said, I will have one more. I said, अच्छा, 2 आदमी का मुझे air ticket करना पड़ेगा? He said, yes, because I will have one assistant. And then I said, both of you guys can stay at our home. And that's how Sebastian came. And Sebastian photographed this house. And he said, at the end of the day, he said, Hiren, this house has some magic. Whichever angle I photograph, everything comes picture perfect. I'm not telling you to make you happy, but somehow there are some proportion which is very powerful. And he said, you must publish this to the international market. And I had no idea. So he sent me that time contemporaries. Arch Daily was not that popular that time. And he said, these are the website you should send your this work. And then I remember the Arch Daily was not famous. Contemporaries was very famous. And contemporaries, they agreed upon this one. And they say, yes, we like your project, please send your project. And I was very conscious. So I told my person, कि भैया, send only 10 images of this house because we had some more than 25 good photographs. And send it because we really want to, we were very conscious. Any international people will publish an Indian project, we were very conscious. By mistake, we uploaded all 26 photographs. And out of 26 photographs, contemporaries, they love this project so much, they published first time 23 pictures of one project. And I tell you, first time I realized power of internet. This is before Instagram, I'm telling. This project became so viral that I could not imagine. There were so many emails coming to our email box from Mexico, Pakistan, Malaysia, France. Everybody wanted to publish this work. So it was a new learning for me that how the internet actually works. And now that we all know how the Instagram and Facebook works so well. Next one, please. Yeah, that's a nice gazebo into the garden. Next one. That's again house for those lawyers. So we created the garden on the first floor and we created lots of greenery all around. Next one. That's the art collector's daughter's house. So they have very original work of Manu Parekh, Hussain, beautiful work by Bhairavi, and that's a concrete and brick house. And these are the beautiful hangings she made by herself. Next one. That's a concrete house, and we had a kind of sliders to control the light to get in. So you get very nice light and shadow throughout the day. Next one, please. Thank you so much.
I request our patron sponsor to also join for the felicitation. I request our patron sponsor to also join for the felicitation of our speaker.